Ryan Garcia stated that Isaac Pitbull Cruz did not want to fight him. You'll be surprised who reports say he's going to fight. Stay tuned.
Cruz didn't want to fight me, guys. And that's
now, before we get started, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. This is Ryan Garcia a few days ago saying that Isaac Cruz was basically ducking him and didn't want to fight him. Roll the clip.
Cruz didn't want to fight me, guys. And that's the God honest truth. I would have fought him in a heartbeat. No problem. But it's all good. Bigger and better things. Bigger and better things.
Keep in mind, he just said bigger and better things. He said Cruz didn't want it, bigger and better things.
Bigger and better things. Bigger and better things.
You guys offered him more money than Tank did.
You hear that? Say that one more time.
They even offered Ryan more money than Tank did.
Cruz, more money.
Yeah.
We offered Cruz more money.
We gave Cruz the world.
Gave Cruz. Hey, you can try to do everything you can do. But at a certain time, they don't want to fight. You can't force nobody to fight at the end of the day.
What?
All right, bye, Giovanni. Peace. I love Ireland. I love all my supporters from Russia.
Now, that's what you guys needed to see. And in the words of Roy Jones Jr., y'all must have forgot. Guess he was more like a Chihuahua than a pit bull. January 6th, last month, this is what Ryan Garcia said. And in that clip I just played, he said that Pitbull Cruz was afraid of him and he really didn't want to fight. And now it's on to bigger and better things. Well, rumor has it that those bigger and better things, boom, you never know, boom. Mike Coppinger of ESPN has the scoop, and it says sources, Ryan Garcia and Emmanuel Tagoe are in the process of finalizing a deal for an April 9th fight in the U.S. on DAZN. Garcia's first fight since the KO of Luke Campbell, January of last year. Tagoe has only fought outside his native of Ghana twice. Story coming soon to ESPN. Wow. So these were the bigger and better things that Ryan Garcia claimed in lieu of Isaac Pitbull Cruz fight not happening. Now, oh, this is funny. Where do I begin? Ego Stradamus strikes again. Boom. I said, laughing my off, Ryan said that Pitbull Cruz was a C-class fighter and he was a Chihuahua. And I just showed you the Chihuahua tweet. He says it's on to bigger and better things. So Togo sandwich is bigger and better. Yeah, or whatever his name is. Emmanuel, what's his name? Emmanuel Togos. That's what we gonna call him. You know, I'm not good with names. Togos. So he's fighting a guy who has only fought outside of his native of Ghana 2 times, right? This is the bigger and better things that Ryan Garcia was talking about. And, you know, this is a bad look for Golden Boy and Ryan Garcia, in my opinion. You know, Virgil Ortiz, he's fighting Michael McKinnison, who happens to be ranked within the WBO. But why not Virgil Ortiz versus Terrence Crawford, since Virgil Ortiz Jr. said he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford? Terrence Crawford, to his credit, he was at the Virgil Ortiz Maurice Hooker fight, and the reporters, they were surrounding him, and they said, Terrence Crawford, Virgil Ortiz says he wants you next. Terrence Crawford responded to all the reporters and said, he could say that, he don't want me. He don't want me. And guess what? I don't just go off of what people say, but it's clear that he or his team don't want Terrence Crawford, because instead of the number one or the highest rated WBO person, Virgil Ortiz Jr., fighting Crawford, they got him fighting a guy with no pop, no power on the same night as Charlo and Castaño in the same city. So that's a L. And then now another Golden Boy fighter, he's been MIA and he's done a lot of talking and barking on social media in that time. He said to Devin Haney, and when Devin Haney's actively fighting guys like Jorge Linares, former champion, who gave Lomachenko issue, he says, "Sorry, Dev, if that was me, I would have KO'd you." And he's doing body shot challenges and going on Twitch shows and things like that. All this to fight Togos. He said, Tank always gets away with this, man. He's always fighting C-class fighters. But then you're going to fight a guy named Togos? I mean, I don't know. I don't even know. This is who he's fighting. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't even know what belt is that? Like, he got a belt with mirrors on it, man in the mirror belt. Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. He got this man got the man in the mirror belt. What is this? What is this? What is this hairstyle? What is any of this? Man, come on, bro. Ryan Garcia, he must be stopped. He said all that about, oh, Tank keeps doing this and fighting C-class fighters, and then you're gonna fight a guy. Let me pull up dude's record. Cause I think he had a fight and he pulled out of it. I'm trying to think of who that was against. I remember he was supposed to fight somebody. And he like pulled out, he got sick or something. We need to find this out. Look here. Look. His name is Game Boy. Hold on. Okay, maybe this opponent pulled out. I remember something. Hold on. Whatever. I'm not even gonna spend the time. So this is who 32-1, and he's been knocked out before. He fought Mason Menard, Devin Haney fought him, Ray Beltran fought him. Both knocked him out. Teofimo. Oh, actually, I don't know if Devin knocked him out. I think maybe Devin knocked him out late. Teofimo definitely knocked him out. Hold on, when did he get knocked out? So he got knocked out in his pro debut. And this is who Ryan Garcia is fighting. And then none of these names are like that impressive. I mean, Mason Menard is, I guess, the best name that I'm seeing. And the bottom line is this: Ryan Garcia, he talked a bit too much to probably be fighting someone like this. You know, he said that Tank Davis is always cherry picking and fighting C-class fighters, and this is who they put him in. And the cold part about it is this might even be a tough fight for Ryan Garcia. I don't know. You know, I don't know enough about to go to make that assertion. But either way, all I do know is Ryan Garcia has stated a lot of his intentions. He said he's going to fight Pacquiao. I mean, the Golden Boy, it's very clear. Golden Boy his team does not have confidence that he's the chosen one, because you could tell by how guys are moved. Ryan Garcia is in the same conversation age-wise as David Benavidez and Jaron Ennis and guys like that. Look at how Jaron Boots Ennis is being moved. David Benavidez, he can't get fights because of how damaging he is, but it's not that he doesn't want, you know, because he at least fought Anthony Durrell, you know what I mean? Guys like that. Ryan Garcia, they're saying he's willing to fight Tank. And years ago, Oscar was like, no, Tank's a beast. They're saying he will fight Pacquiao, but we never get to see it. And the other thing is that there was another name that was mentioned, and it was Tevin Farmer. And Tevin Farmer, the only complaint that I had, I told you that wasn't a bad fight per se, but the only complaint that I had with the fight like that is that Tevin Farmer has been so inactive. But Golden Boy and Ryan Garcia's team clearly don't even have the confidence that that fight would be something it would take, because Tevin Farmer's been more inactive than Ryan Garcia, but they don't even want to take that. And Tevin Farmer, I made a video about it, but Tevin Farmer says they're not going to take the fight because he does have a tricky style. So, you know, he looks like he stays in shape and stuff like that. So that's probably too much of a gamble where they don't want somebody with the style of a Tevin Farmer to potentially upset the apple cart or make Ryan Garcia at worst look bad if he can't just go out there and blaze him, or if he's ring rusty himself, because Ryan hasn't fought since January of last year. So disappointing news. The fact that they're talking about him fighting Emmanuel Tagoe in April. You know what I mean? Like, we waited over, so what, Ryan will be out of the ring 1.5 years to fight someone like that. And again, part of this is Ryan's fault, because the amount that he talks on social media about who he wants to fight and what he's gonna do. He's part of Canelo's gym, things like that. And then this is the level of competition you're facing. So you can't say, I'm going to fight Pacquiao and I was going to fight Javier Fortuna. Then you don't fight Pacquiao, don't fight Gervonta Davis. Say you'll fight Devin Haney, you don't fight him. You say you're going to fight Javier Fortuna, pull out. Don't fight Joseph Jojo Diaz. Devin Haney just took care of your opponent in Joseph Jojo Diaz. But Joseph Jojo Diaz still said he'll fight you. And he's coming off a loss. And that's still a better fight than this, against Emmanuel Tagoe, you know what I mean? So out of all of the potential names, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Tevin Farmer, Joseph Jojo Diaz, Emmanuel Tagoe is literally the worst out of the bunch. And it's the smallest fight. It's a fight that nobody wants to see, and this is the one that they're given. So, you know, Golden Boy clearly doesn't have faith in Ryan, you know, with the upper echelon names, especially coming off a long layoff. And this is pretty much what Eric Gomez said. He said, we want him to take a tune-up, and that's what they're putting him in there with. But the problem lies when Ryan Garcia is talking on social media and saying he would have knocked out Devin Haney, he'll knock out Tank in 2 rounds, he'll whoop Isaac Cruz, and he wanted to fight, and Isaac Cruz is a chihuahua. I mean, these are things Ryan is saying. You know what I mean? So instead of just coming back as a tune-up and it is what it is, you know, he's making it worse by, like, chastising other people only to fight a guy like that. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We working. And I'm out. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready, with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.